All right, welcome back, everybody. Today, I'm super excited to get into this flashlight. We did the unboxing, kind of, of this. This was sent in by LCap for review on the channel. This will be going back to him. I'm not keeping this. And thank you so much, man. I really, really appreciate it. This light has been a ton of fun to play with. And I'm pretty excited to kind of show you what I've learned and what I think about it. So let's get into it. All right. So this is definitely one of those flashlights that if you are outdoorsman or, bushcrafty or just really do a lot of stuff outside, this is going to be the light for you. This is not an EDC light. It is definitely a chunker. It is heavy. It is, but it's work. I mean, I say it's heavy. It is heavy, but it does have a lot of features. So, I mean, it's kind of worth its weight. Speaking of weight, let's just go ahead and see what this chunker is. I don't remember. There we go. It is 16.6 ounces. So it's kind of heavy. And it's got a heck of a battery in there. So that contributes a little bit to the weight. So as far as overall length goes, we are just over 5 inches. So it's a big light. It's every bit of the sense of a big light. So let's go ahead and take a look at the body of this. So we've got a lot of really cool, sorry, my eye is itching. Okay, there we go. So it's got a lot of really cool like knurling going on here. It's pretty interesting what they did here. I don't know if that's just cosmetic or if that helps with heat dispersion, probably not, but you can see that the lines and the grooves and the stuff they added to this are actually pretty cool. Aesthetically, it is very, very pleasing. Your hand kind of does rub up against that, but it is not sharp. There's no jagged edges or anything. The back of this knurling here, this is kind of aggressive, so if you hold it on the back, you can definitely feel it in your hand. It feels kind of like knurling that you would have on the spine of a blade. Of a fixed blade or a folding knife, and that can, I don't know, if you twist it in your head, it could kind of hurt, give you an owie if you have sensitive or delicate hands. The lanyard that it comes with is, just like your standard Olight lanyard, so nothing special there. LCap has his on here. I have not removed it. I've even left his little sticker on there. But you can see we are in lockout mode. And you do have your little switch down here on the bottom, and that is to switch from flood to throw. And as far as operation goes, it kind of stumped me when I first got it, but it's pretty basic. It's not really all that difficult to operate. And if we go ahead and open up ye old battery door, we can see we have a gigantic battery. It is a 32650. 6,500 milliamps. It is massive. it's big. This is a big battery. Just to give you an idea, we will just, I don't know what knife. We'll just grab one of my knives I keep here on the table, and you can see here this is a full size knife, and the battery is almost every bit the size of the blade. So it's a big flashlight with a big battery. So, if that's what you're into, this is perfect. I have thoroughly enjoyed this flashlight, and I wish I could get some more time with it, but I want to get this back to LCap. I don't want to keep it. I've had it for, at least a week or so now. But if we put it on, you can see that little red light come on and off. It kind of covers the light, but there you go. You can see it does charge on the Amino. So if you have an Amino for charging all your Olights, this will definitely work on there. You can see it kind of spills over into the next one just a hair. So if you've got a couple Marauders, I don't think they're going to fit on there side by side. You'd have to kind of spread them out across the Amino. But let's go ahead and move on to the head of this light. We can see that we have our thrower, we have our floods, and then you have your RGBs. Probably not RGB. They're probably in a different order, but you know what I'm saying. That looks like that's probably the red light there. But I mean, really, man, this light has so many features, and it kind of has to, because this thing comes in at like 200 bucks. It is rather expensive. But for everything that you get, if you're going to be outside and you're going to be using this, this is worth every bit of the money. So right now we are in lockout mode, so we're just going to twist the dial here so we can get out of lockout mode. That's literally all you do to take it out of lockout. That kind of stumped me at first, just because I've never handled one before, so I wasn't sure how to operate this bad boy. So if we go ahead and switch it over to flood, there we go. You just turn the dial and that will operate your brightness. You can see there we're going from low to high. And you do have indicators here that tell you what level you're at. There you go. You can see them flying up. And this will, I guess it's got more of a tactile. I don't know if you can hear it. Let's see if we can get that noise on camera. There we go. I don't know. Hopefully that picks it up. But it does, it's not like an audible vibration, but you can hear it. It's more of a physical, it does vibrate in your hand, but you can hear it a little bit. So more of a tactile feedback to let you know you've reached the minimum or the maximum for brightness. If we go ahead and hold this button down, that will actually switch between the RGBs. There you go. And that's all I'm doing, is just holding it down. If I let go, it'll stay on whichever RGB I have this on, or whichever color. I'll stop saying RGB so many times. And if we slide this guy up, now we're in throw. And then there you go. You've got your handy dandy spotlight, and you can see that the min and the max is the exact same way to operate. You just slide her back and forth, and you get to your top and your bottom. And that's really it. Strobe warning, if you triple tap, you get your strobe, and now I'm blind. So yeah, it is really easy to use. There's really not a whole lot to it. The UI is pretty simple. It's kind of reminiscent of all the other Olight UIs without the, without throwing in that we have a turn wheel, a spinny wheelie deal to be able to, access the brightness modes. So if we're talking about maximum output, the Marauder Mini max output is 7,000 lumens. Oh, it locked me out. There we go. So here is your 7,000 lumens, and we're going to go outside and test this here in a second. That's at 90,000 candela. And I mean, it looks like it is every bit of that. It is pretty bright. We'll test it against the FW21 Pro. That is 10,000 lumens. So it won't be close to that, but it should be relatively close. We should be able to see just exactly how strong this guy is. And then we'll also test out the thrower with my Javelot and, was it the Workhorse TS02? I don't know. I don't remember what it is. There's too many flashlights. I'm so bad at remembering the names of these now that I've had so many. So we'll go outside. We'll check all of that. One other thing I want to show right here down in the bottom, kind of hard to tell. It does have a battery indicator. You have a few different levels for the battery indicator. You have white, red, green, and blue. I really only know what the green and the red mean, just because that's pretty self-explanatory. It does say that it lights up white and blue. I don't know what the white and blue are for. Somebody probably drop down in the comments and let me know. But let's go ahead and take this guy out. Let's do some beam shots with it and compare it to a couple other lights. So let's do it. All right, so sun is getting ready to come up. So let's go ahead and get this beam shots done before the sunlight ruins this. Let me go ahead and shut off this key light. Maybe. There we go. All right, so Marauder Mini. And we're gonna go to low for its flood. And way out in the corner where the fences meet, right about 35 yards. And we'll just slowly ramp this guy up. And there. Yeah, okay. Yeah, this thing lights up pretty much everything. That's pretty much what I expected it to do. So we'll go ahead and switch to the other lights that are on this mode. So here's our red light. Our blue, which looks green. Is that green? Nope, it is green. sorry, colorblind at 6 o'clock in the morning. So here's our green, very, very spotty, and our blue light. Yeah, gosh, man, the light, the beam on this is crazy. What we'll do is go ahead and turn on, let me turn it down. So here's our spot, our thrower, and we'll put it at that 35 yards out there, and I'll ramp it up. And that is full power on the spotlight. Yeah, this thing's nutty. So what we'll go ahead and do is, oh, something's coming out to attack me. I only brought out 2 flashlights to test this with. And what we're gonna do is FW21 Pro. I feel like that's gonna be the most fair. So, something's jingling and jangling over there. All right, so Marauder Mini on the right, F21 Pro on the left, and we'll go ahead and turn up the F21 Pro. It is a smooth ramp. There you go. You see it pretty much lights up the whole yard. And then we'll turn up the Marauder Mini. Very, 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 very similar. I don't know if the camera can capture it, but the Marauder Mini definitely a little bit more defined of a spot in the middle, whereas the FW21 Pro, which is right here, is all flood. So you can see the Marauder Mini beam goes right into the lumen tops beam. So that's pretty interesting. I honestly did not think it would be a little bit more intense than the FW21. So the next thing we're gonna do, I have the, let me go ahead and flip this. We have the Olight Javelot Mini, and we're gonna go ahead and test out the spot with that. And I'm gonna start them both on low, and you're gonna have the Marauder Mini on the right, and the Javelot Mini on the left. So this is on low for both of them. And since the Javelot only has, 2 modes, what we'll do is just go to high. But you can see right off the bat, Javelot definitely has that center spot and then basically a halo around it, whereas the Marauder Mini does not. It's just a straight throwing beam. So we'll turn up the Marauder Mini, and now you can start to see that it's got that little halo around it, that spill, if that's what you want to call it. And we'll turn it up to high. And yeah, Marauder Mini definitely beats out the Javelot Mini, for sure. So yeah, it kind of looks like it outperformed both of the test lights that I brought out here. I was kind of expecting it, but I really, really did not think that it was going to beat out the 21 Pro. I mean, that light's a beast. It is like half the size of this thing, but still, it's a strong light, a lot of flood. But it looks like the Marauder Mini is a lot of packet. But I mean, we're talking $200 here, so I think based on these beam shots, I think it's worth kind of what you're getting. So let's go back to the table. All right, so it's safe to say that this thing is a powerhouse. And if you're interested in picking one of these up, they do come in kind of a large array of colors. You can get the blue, the OD green, black, orange. There's a midnight blue, which is like that. I mean, it's just like a navy blue. And then you have the Stars and Stripes edition, which is super hot right now. Everybody's liking that Stars and Stripes stuff. I still would like to pick one up. After handling it, I wasn't sure, but I mean, before handling it, I wasn't sure if I wanted one, but now that I've had one, obviously this is not an EDC flashlight unless you are bushcrafty, but this is one of those flashlights where it would be nice to keep on a bedstand at home and just kind of use it for anytime you need to go outside. That's kind of my feeling for this. I think this is a really, really good house flashlight. If you're not, like I said, if we're throwing out the bushcrafty thing, because most people are not. Most people go camping a couple times a year, if that much. This would also be a nice like fishing flashlight in my eyes. I think having this guy in like your fishing box, tackle box, I think that would be pretty good too. It's definitely got all the features you could possibly need if you were outside and needed light. So I think it's worth it. I think it's worth it. It's $200. They go on sale pretty dang often, relatively often, to be honest. But if you want to get one now, and you don't want to wait for the sale, you can always use my discount code FBE10. That'll save you 10% at checkout. It's like $20 off of this flashlight. $20 is $20. Buy yourself another battery or go to McDonald's and buy a $20 McChicken because they don't have a dollar menu anymore. So I will put the link down in the description below if you'd like to go check out what Olight has. If you'd like to support the channel, you are more than welcome to use my link. I will get a little bit of a kickback, but it's just to put more product on the table for you guys. So everything I make from affiliate links and any kind of stuff like that, I use it to buy more products to make more videos. So I couldn't do it without you. Your help is much appreciated. So thank you guys so much for stopping by, checking out the video. Thank you so much to LCAP for sending this in to review. I am really, really excited to have actually got my hands on this before I bought one. So that was amazing of you, man. I really appreciate it. So thank you guys again. I'll catch you on the next one.